Tonight, we will walk through a quiet day together. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and let the words create a peaceful world around you. The light is soft today. It is the first thing I notice when I open my eyes. It is not a bright, loud light. It is a pale, gentle yellow that touches the corner of my pillow. I stay very still for a few minutes. I do not reach for my phone. I do not think about my chores. I just feel the weight of the warm blanket on my legs. My room is cool, but my bed is a small island of warmth. I listen to the silence. It is not a perfect silence. I can hear the soft rhythm of my own breathing. I can hear a bird singing very far away. It is a small, steady sound. I feel grateful for this moment. I wiggle my toes and feel the soft fabric of the sheets. I take a deep breath and the air feels fresh in my lungs. I am awake and the day is waiting for me. It is a quiet day. It is a kind day. I slowly sit up and let my feet touch the wooden floor. The floor is cool and it makes me feel grounded. I walk to the window and pull back the curtain. The world outside is still waking up. The trees are dark green and there is a light mist on the grass. Everything looks like a painting that is not yet dry. I stay there for a moment, just looking. I do not need to hurry. There is enough time for everything. I walk into the kitchen. My footsteps make a soft sound on the floor. The kitchen is my favorite place in the morning. It smells like a little bit of tea and a little bit of dust in the sunlight. I fill the kettle with water. I like the sound of the water hitting the bottom of the metal pot. It is a splashy, happy sound. While the water heats up, I stand by the counter. I look at my hands. They are calm today. I find my favorite mug. It is a heavy mug, painted with small blue flowers. It fits perfectly in my palms. I put a tea bag inside and wait. The kettle starts to hum. It is a low sound at first, then it grows louder. When the water boils, I pour it slowly. I watch the steam rise in white curls. The steam touches my face and feels like a warm silk scarf. I take my mug to the small wooden table by the window. I sit down and hold the mug with both hands. The warmth travels from the ceramic into my fingers, then up my arms and into my heart. I take a sip. It is hot and honest. I look out at the street. A neighbor is walking a small dog. The dog looks happy. The neighbor looks peaceful. We are all starting our day in our own quiet ways. I do not feel lonely. I feel like I am part of a big, gentle world. After my tea, it is time to get ready. I go to the bathroom and splash cool water on my face. The water is waking up my skin. I look in the mirror and smile at myself. It is a small smile, just for me. I brush my hair slowly. I feel the brush moving from the top of my head down to my shoulders. It is a repetitive motion that makes me feel calm. I choose my clothes for the day. I pick a soft sweater. It is the color of oatmeal. It feels like a hug when I put it on. I wear my favorite jeans that are old and comfortable. I do not want anything tight or loud today. I want to feel easy in my body. I put on my socks. They are thick and gray. I walk back into the living room. I see a book on the sofa. I see a small plant on the shelf. The plant has a new green leaf. It is small and bright. I feel a little spark of joy seeing that new leaf. Life is growing, even when we are not looking. I put on my shoes and tie the laces carefully. I am ready to go outside. I grab my keys and they make a small metallic jingle. It is a familiar sound. It means the journey is beginning. I step outside and close the door behind me. The air is crisp. It smells like damp earth and cold stone. I take a long walk toward the park. I am not walking fast. I am not trying to get anywhere quickly. I am just walking to feel the movement of my legs. My shoes make a rhythmic sound on the pavement. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I see a tree with orange leaves. Even though it is not autumn, some leaves are changing. They look like small flames against the blue sky. The sky is a very pale blue today, almost white. I pass a bakery. The smell is wonderful. It smells like warm bread and sugar. I breathe in deeply. It makes me feel hungry in a good way. I see an old man sitting on a bench. He is wearing a hat and reading a newspaper. He looks very focused. I wonder what he is reading, but I do not stop. I keep walking until I reach the grass. The grass is soft and a little bit wet. I find the path that leads under some big oak trees. The light here is different. It is filtered through the leaves, creating moving patterns on the ground. I feel like I am walking through a dream. I am very present. I notice the texture of the bark on the trees. I notice the way the wind moves the tall grass. I feel very small, but in a way that makes me feel safe. I find a small cafe near the edge of the park. It is a quiet place with only a few tables. I decide to go inside. The door has a bell that rings when I enter. A woman behind the counter nods and smiles. She does not speak, and I like that. I order a coffee and a small piece of cake. I sit at a table in the corner. The chair is made of dark wood. I watch the steam rise from my coffee. I pick up a fork and take a small bite of the cake. It is sweet and soft. I eat slowly. I want to taste every bit of it. I look at the people around me. There is a student studying with a big yellow book. There is a couple talking in whispers. Everyone is in their own story. I open my notebook. I like to write down small things I see. I write about the blue flowers on my mug this morning. I write about the new leaf on my plant. Writing makes my thoughts feel organized. It makes the world feel clear. I stay in the cafe for a long time. The sun moves across the floor. The shadows grow longer. I feel a deep sense of peace. I am not worried about tomorrow. I am not thinking about yesterday. I am just here, in this chair, with my coffee and my notebook. It is afternoon now. The sun is higher and the world feels warmer. I walk back toward my home, but I take a different way. I walk through a street with many small shops. I look at the windows. One shop sells old clocks. I can hear them ticking through the glass. It sounds like 1,000 tiny heartbeats. Another shop sells flowers. The colors are so bright they almost hurt my eyes. There are red roses, purple tulips, and yellow daisies. I buy a single yellow flower. The florist wraps it in brown paper. I carry it carefully, like a treasure. As I walk, I feel the sun on my back. It is a heavy, comforting warmth. I see a cat sitting on a stone wall. The cat is closed-eyed, soaking up the sun. I stop for a second to watch the cat's ears move. It is so peaceful. I reach my front door and go inside. My home feels cool and welcoming. I put the yellow flower in a small glass of water. It sits on my desk, shining like a little sun. I sit down and rest for a moment. My legs feel a little tired, but it is a good kind of tired. It is the feeling of a day well spent. I decide to do some light work. I sit at my desk and open my laptop. The light from the window is soft now. I type slowly. I am working on a project that I enjoy. It is about stories. I like how words can build a bridge between people. I listen to the sound of the keys. Click, click, click. It is a productive sound. Every now and then, I look at my yellow flower. It reminds me of the world outside. I work for an hour, maybe two. I do not feel stressed. When I finish a task, I feel a small sense of victory. I close my laptop and stretch my arms high above my head. I feel the stretch in my shoulders and my back. I take a deep breath and let it out with a sigh. The afternoon is turning into evening. The light in the room is turning orange and pink. I go to the kitchen to start thinking about dinner. I do not want a big meal. I want something simple and warm. I decide to make a bowl of soup. I chop some vegetables. The sound of the knife on the wooden board is steady. I like the colors of the carrots and the onions. Everything is simple. Everything is enough. The soup is simmering on the stove. A delicious smell fills the whole house. It smells like home. I dim the lights in the living room. I like the shadows that the evening creates. I sit on the sofa and wait for my dinner to be ready. I listen to the bubbles in the pot. Pop, pop, pop. It is a cozy sound. When the soup is ready, I pour it into a deep bowl. The steam rises and clears my head. I eat my dinner while sitting in the soft light. The soup is warm and salty. It makes my body feel heavy and relaxed. After I eat, I wash my bowl and my spoon. I like the feeling of the warm, soapy water on my hands. I dry them with a soft towel. The day is slowing down now. The sun has gone down and the sky is a deep, dark purple. I turn on a small lamp. It gives off a warm, golden glow. I feel a sense of completion. The tasks of the day are finished. There's nothing left to do but rest. I spend the evening reading. I sit in my big armchair with a soft blanket over my knees. The book is an old story about a garden. The words are beautiful and slow. I read one page, then another. Sometimes I stop and just look at the lamp. I think about my day. I think about the man on the bench and the cat on the wall. I feel a connection to them. I think about the yellow flower on my desk. I feel lucky to have these small moments. My eyes start to feel a little heavy. The words on the page start to blur a little bit. I do not fight it. I let the tiredness come. It is a natural feeling, like the tide coming in. I close the book and set it on the side table. I sit in the dark for a few minutes. The house is very quiet now. I can hear the hum of the refrigerator and the distant sound of a car passing by. These sounds are far away. They do not bother me. They're just part of the night. I am safe. I am warm. I am ready for the end of the day. I go back to the bathroom to get ready for sleep. I brush my teeth and wash my face with warm water. This time, the water feels like a gentle touch, telling my body it is time to rest. I put on my soft pajamas. They feel cool and clean against my skin. I walk into the bedroom. I turn down the blankets. The sheets look white and inviting in the dim light. I turn off the main light and turn on a very small nightlight. It casts a soft glow across the room. I get into bed. The mattress supports my body. I feel my muscles let go. My shoulders drop. My neck relaxes. I pull the duvet up to my chin. I feel like I am in a cocoon. I am protected from the world. I close my eyes. I can see the images of the day behind my eyelids. I see the green leaves, the blue mug, and the yellow flower. They are fading now, turning into soft shapes and colors. I am breathing slowly, in and out, in and out. I think about the air moving in and out of my body. It is a slow, steady wave. I feel my feet getting heavy. I feel my legs getting heavy. My hands are resting by my sides. They are completely still. I think about the silence of the house. The silence is like a soft blanket over everything. I am not thinking about tomorrow. Tomorrow will come, and it will be another day. But right now, there is only this moment. There is only the darkness and the warmth. I feel a deep sense of peace in my chest. It is a quiet flame that keeps me warm. My thoughts are like clouds. They float into my mind, and then they float away. I do not try to catch them. I just watch them go. I am drifting. I am floating on a calm sea. The water is dark and still. The stars are bright above me. I am part of the night. I am part of the stars. I am part of the silence. I am very close to sleep now. My breathing is very shallow and very regular. I feel a soft warmth in my forehead. All the tension is gone. I remember the feeling of the sun on my back from earlier. I bring that warmth into my sleep. I am thankful for this day. I am thankful for this rest. The world is sleeping too. The trees are still. The birds are quiet. The city is dreaming. I let myself sink deeper into the pillow. The pillow is soft, like a cloud. I am falling slowly into a deep, beautiful sleep. There is no more noise. There is no more light. There is only peace. I am resting. I am safe. I am sleeping. The night is long and quiet. You have finished your day, and you have done well. Everything is okay. Everything is exactly as it should be. Sleep now and let your dreams be as gentle as the morning light. Good night.